Animals are not entertainment. SeaWorld has been forced to cancel 2 of its performing dolphin shows in a dramatic day on the Gold Coast, where protesters invaded the pools as part of a coordinated sting, leading to several arrests.
Here's a summary of the article.
SeaWorld has been forced to cancel 2 of its performing dolphin shows in a dramatic day on the Gold Coast, where protesters invaded the pools as part of a coordinated sting, leading to several arrests. 2 groups of activists from the Justice for Captives organization targeted Saturday morning's dolphin show on the Gold Coast, unfurling banners saying, "Animals are not entertainment, Google Blackfish, dolphins belong in the ocean," and "Captivity is cruelty." Initially, SeaWorld halted the show temporarily while 10 demonstrators who targeted the 11:15 a.m. show and were escorted out of the Queensland Marine Park by security. The mid-afternoon dolphin show was also cancelled when a further 15 protesters halted the event. SeaWorld has faced pressure around the world to end its animal shows, particularly those involving killer whales and dolphins, following the hit documentaries The Cove and Blackfish, which charted the suffering dolphins and whales kept in captivity leading to depression and aggressive behavior dangerous to their handlers. On its website, SeaWorld claims 3 of its key dolphins are ones that would not have survived on their own in the wild. SeaWorld parks across the world have suffered financially over growing public concerns about animal cruelty.
This post received a score of 55,868, with an upvote ratio of 77%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Today I learned that SeaWorld and SeaWorld are 2 different companies. The Australian one has no affiliation whatsoever with the American version. SeaWorld in the USA doesn't have a space in its company name.
American Target is a different company to Australian Target. Australian Kmart is owned by different people than the American one. Burger King is called Hungry Jack's in Australia because a restaurant already had that name when they expanded here.
Fun fact: Burger King America has sued Hungry Jack's for some internal shit.
I mean, does that qualify as fun really? It is for the lawyers.
Am lawyer, can confirm.
I'm suing you. But you're me. Oh nice try, Buster. You just see if you can stop me from suing me.
I read this in Jim Gaffigan's voice and spit my coffee out, thank you.
Ma, come look. Internet people think I'm funny, on purpose? On purpose.
Protesters don't conduct stings. Police officers do. Protesters conduct protests.
Leading to several arrests of protesters. God, this title is ass.
The whole article is. There were so many grammatical errors. I don't think this was proofread at all.
Greater than editors are more expensive than they're worth. Infotainment CEO that purports to run a news outlet.
Greater than then. Going to hope that was intentional. The writing skills sure are going downhill lately, eh? God, all this people seems so stupid. Why can't they learn?
Serious question to anyone, say SeaWorld did shut down, would the trained animals be able to be reintegrated back into normal life in the ocean since they've lived in captivity for so long? Edit. Thanks for all the responses. The short answer I've gathered is no, because they haven't learned how to live in the wild. However, there are marine conservation areas they could go to.
No. Animals born in captivity do not have immune systems capable of filtering not only the pollution in the oceans, but the naturally occurring viruses and bacteria that live there. Not to mention animals from captivity will always seek out human interaction, leading them to approach boats with propellers, and they cannot hunt on their own because their parents never taught them how.
As someone who works with whales on a daily basis in Mexico, can confirm.
One gradual step they did in Mexico with dolphinifike was to prohibit the breeding in captivity and to limit or downright prohibit acquisition of new ones. Shows can continue, but they are pretty much doomed now.
In Cabo San Lucas they rescued a pod of dolphins from an area they were trapped in during a hurricane. Years later, a big storm hit and broke them free, if you will. The dolphins came back, thought that was fascinating. Learned that from a shark research vessel. Fins attached. Org.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.